Alright, it's time to get some piggies. Take them to market. Let's do a little sluice action. Thanks for opening my map game.
This is swine country.
Do I want to do a cultist fight? I think the answer is not particularly. Are we going to come up with anything good from doing a cultist fight? We do have a dark impulse, so we could get a trinket. Our trinkets are already quite strong. I don't know if... I mean, Al could use something. We only take 1 stress for going in? Sure, let's do a quick cultist fight. It's also good for our relationships because everyone agrees we have to fight the cultists. But let's hope we don't get anything weird from this cultist fight. Oh, wow. That was a nice pickup. Do love a good thunderclap grenade for fighting cultists. And then I don't think I'm going to use that right now, so we'll do that. So Audrey and is Sarmenti the only one who doesn't have relationships that are complete right now? Yes. Thanks, game. The one benefit that I said we were going to get from doing a cultist fight. Hilarious. This is not too bad, though. There goes all my strength. So annoying. Alright. No more altar is good. Oh, I still don't have vulnerability hacks. Really need to get on that. Especially against cultists. Vulnerability hex is so good. I didn't use weakening, though, so we should... I mean, the dodge is going to prevent it, but... I'm going to Retribution here because... Oh my gosh, wait. Stone Mount triggers at the end of your turn? That's actually insane. I thought it triggered at the start. So you Retribution, you get 2 block tokens? Wow. That's crazy.
Hallmarks of the unprepared.
That's so good. Our whole team is dazed, though. That's not as good. The dodges, they do nothing. I mean, seriously, I don't remember the last time a dodge worked in this particular run. The speed is still great for taking out this one. Oh, okay. Blue mage. I think I have selective blindness when it comes to dodge working. It feels like it never works, but in reality it does. It does occasionally. Get the stun here? Maybe? Nice. Oh yeah, absolutely. It is the way it works. The bad things that happen to us we remember forever, and the good things not quite so much.
Bravo.
I'd love for Barristan to take one more stress or lose one. That can work too. Reverberating Redoubt doing work. I had a feeling you'd be good at this, says Sarmenti. Alright. Now, sometimes you come to these cultist fights and you get absolutely nothing. Let's see if this is one of those times. No mastery. Yep. Berenstein? Sure, yeah, I can do that, Blue Mage. No one will ever notice it. No one will be the wiser. Ooh, quick academic study on the way out. Not bad. We can get some otherworldly fragments for this. At the cost of massive relationship. Hate that. Sarmenti and Al. Alright. We'll let Barristan and Al take this one, I guess. Wait, that doesn't work, does it? Barristan and Sarmenti don't need relationship. You need relationship with Sarmenti. So we'll do this one, but game, let me play you. All right, we're going to go to the creature den.
Hidden in warrens and ancient waterways, the swine proliferate unseen and unchecked.
Oh, Meowcenary. I missed your question initially. So I would say the short answer is that I'm going to swap in this and this. Sorry, thinking out loud while we're going forward. So I had no certs. You know, I certainly think that a computer science degree, the ability to work in the country, and then either a bit of like a history, so like, you know, a good employment history, and then mostly it comes down to the interview and getting your foot in the door. I think those are the primary things, but like, you know, it is hard, and you know, nothing was more important. Like when I was reviewing resumes, etc., the only thing I really cared about was if the person knew what they were doing and interviewed well. Good interview is as good as it gets. I really want to take the blind here, but it's going to damage our relationship. I think this time Barristan needs to take the hit. And we have to accept that we're not going to get the blind. But yeah, I think practice interviewing, put yourself out there, and the rest is kind of history. I should say, my time at Google, or my time interviewing at Google. I interviewed 5 times at Google before I got a job. So it was not just like a walk-in, have the right certs, everything is great, etc. You need to find the right team. You need to have a skill set that matches what that team is looking for skills-wise. And then, you know, if all the stars align, you eventually get a job. But don't give up. I think that is perhaps the best advice that I can give you with any tech job. Look around, interview a lot, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid of rejection. Certainly, like the interview process is a deeply flawed process. Strangely, I did not Blue Mage, but I should have thought of that. Clearly, that would have been a wise play. I'm just going to get you off the front line. Very low chance of that hitting, but that's okay. We're probably going to have to do a bit of healing on Sarmenti very soon here. 3x5 after that crit is not awesome. I mean, so if you don't have a degree, I wouldn't necessarily get one. I think it does help you get in the door some places, having a CS degree. But I honestly, I'm not that familiar with the certifications that are out there, like the code boot camps, etc., that are available. I never looked at like bachelor's or undergraduate or anything like that. I was never like particularly preoccupied with it. So, you know, everyone's mileage may vary, but I don't think there's anything holding you back if you've been able to kind of get out into the workforce, do good work, etc. That's about all you need. Okay, what's the plan here? Bribes work? Bribes? Yeah, there's probably legs to that theory as well. And I think we're gonna have to delay a bit here. I'm gonna get some dodge tokens here. I hate to do it, but I think we spend the crit token there, and it's all spiders all the way down, of course. Kind of wish I had flashing dagger right now, but just to do a bit more stripping of things. Now, this is one interesting problem with the... Do I spend a thunderclap here? Probably not. Okay, we're gonna have to toss a heal this away and hope that it is not terrible. Spoiler, they're always terrible. Ugh, that sounds vaguely awful, Blue, to be sure. Let's see. I think we just keep swinging for the fences here, stripping away while keeping taunt as high as we can. This is an interesting conundrum because at this point I would rather have block and advanced block, but this block is going to get consumed by the horse head and replaced by nothing. So that's kind of a funky one. Oh. Coding is my favorite. For those who don't know, on my Discord, I have a coding channel where I share some of the coding projects that I've been doing lately. And I have been having so much fun slinging code, especially now that I'm outside of the corporate environment. There's something very fun and liberating and freeing about writing code for yourself. All right, I think we're gonna be a-okay. Taking that stress is a little frustrating. We'll use solo here, I think. It gets rid of one. Game Genie and Code Shark are such awesome throwbacks.
The work continues.
Wow, we're getting some good heals now. Kaboom. All right. So I never got a job coding in a language that I already knew. When I started my first job, which was at a DoD company, I was coding Java. I had done C++, etc. before. Then my second job was all JavaScript, front end and back end. And then when I went to Google, I started coding Python, none of which I had ever done before. So take that for what you will. You just have to kind of learn. Learn on the job, I think, is a large part of the process. Wow, that's a lot of band-aids. What are we currently carrying for stuff? Pretty good stuff, I think. The bandages can go. So far, we've had a pigless sluice. A sluiceless pig? Hard to say which. Wow. So, I will say, I have never seen this mashup. This mashup is insane. Like, this is genuinely terrifying. I think we just have to put the damage in where we can. I will spend a Thunderclap Grenade to... Do you... From the front rank, you don't have that many options. How much has your move resist? Let's bring you up to the front. Oh, of course, 20% move resist. Slightly spooky. I wouldn't call them free lessons, but I do love talking about programming, and I've been having a ton of fun working on things. Okay, so we're gonna get a good hit in here. So at least we don't have to deal with the Skiver anymore. That's good news. Ooh, the double. Also, by the way, Elite Skiver Wilbur is a pretty nasty combo. Free heal there is nice. I'm gonna go for the stun. See if we can pick it up. I actually don't know. Is Wilbur stunnable? I probably should check that first. Not exceptionally so. This is kind of a risky gambit. Let's go for it. Okay. That was slightly lucky. We're gonna kill Wilbur before it acts again, I think. That's my plan, at least. I don't know if we're gonna get there or not, though. It's hard to say. I have played a lot of hours of this game, Meow, for sure. Which is not to say that I think I've cracked the code. There are a lot of people in my Discord who are far better at the game and are constantly reminding me of mistakes that I have made. But yeah, it's a good game, and I have a lot of fun playing it, and I have gotten decent at it. I think probably my crowning achievement thus far was beating it with a carcass. I've beaten both Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 with a carcass, which, if you're unfamiliar, is the Hellion path that is probably the worst. Double crit tokens. Kind of disgusting. We might want to replace the Snappy Swig. Or, not the Snappy Swig, but the other one, the Stiff Drink. It's a little bit redundant, because believe it or not, we have too much crit token generation right now, it seems. The 50% pick to the face, though, is pretty solid. I guess I shouldn't sleep too much on that one. Let's see. Smelling salts can go. I like to keep caltrops. I already have one holy water somewhere in here. Nope. Ditch the holy water, and then our bauble situation is out of control. Is it? How do we have so many baubles? I'm just going to let 24 go. It's fine. So Meow, you have to be really mindful of, especially like the path choices that you're making. You need to make sure that you're keeping the you need to make sure that you're keeping on making decisions where you're maximizing the yellow outlines around people. That's a big piece of it. And then other than that, being very mindful of stress, keeping everyone below 3 stress. Peacemaker is very nice. Unnerving. Oh, unerring, not useful. Germaphobe, not great. Any chance you're going to get rid of Sneaky anytime soon, Barristan? Do we even want the Songbook of Touching Dirges to go off? I don't think we gain that much from it. Well, it would max out all of our relationships. Let's see if there's a barrel of whiskey for sale. Yes, certainly whiskey too. Yeah, okay, I'll grab that. Greater Wolf's Blood. Where are the HP trinkets? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. This is insane. I don't think we have any. I mean, the Greater Wolf's Blood for 1 bauble. You should probably pick that up. There's no reason not to. Shrine map, I don't care too much about. I'll probably pick up the laudanum maybe. Let's do our in items though. Whiskey deployed. Well, whiskey deployed. There we go. That was a pretty bad result from the whiskey there. And then I'm going to save at least 1 steak and spuds for next region. Which means...
something to ease the rigors of the road.
Yeah, I think we'll do something like that. And then I'm going to use 1 steak and spuds here. Going to use this here until we can get rid of the fragility on Sarmenti. And we'll pool that stuff up for next time. We got 1 mastery. Wow. What skill do we have equipped that we have not mastered yet? Bolster? But we're probably not going to be using bolster much. Pirouette gets used from time to time. Oh, definitely Abyssal Artillery. Increasing the chance of mark is too good not to do. We already got Retribution. That one is upgraded. Because Retribution comes with 2 lesser block tokens, which are immediately getting upgraded thanks to the stone mount. So, pretty solid, but we need Barristan to be a little slower, which is why we want Sneaky to go away. Where are we going for our last one? No Shroud for us this week is a bit of a bummer. Avoid the Watchtower. And we'll probably pick up some diseases from the looks of it. I'm willing to do that. We don't need the Watchtower. Yeah, that is a bummer. We'll swap these. We have 143, so we can afford a full-priced something or other. But I think we're ready to go. Merman. Merman! Alright, here we go.